much of this that KO. No way later, still I fuck my 28th.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the episode of Moments with Bohlokwa. In today's episode, we'll be making a popular Italian dish called pasta Alfredo. Now, pasta Alfredo is normally served with either prawns or chicken breast, but in today's episode, I'll be making it with chicken breast. I got the inspiration from one of my favorite Instagram chefs. Her name is Grace, and she's popularly known by Grace the Cookist. I will leave her Instagram details down below. So she made this delicious recipe, and it actually got featured on a magazine. That's how popular this dish is and how delicious it's known for. So guys, if you're interested in to see how did I execute this dish, please stay tuned. Now, a little hint or disclaimer. I did switch up the recipe because I just felt like certain things were not necessary at the time, but you are more than welcome to follow the recipe as is. So let's get to it. For the ingredients for this particular recipe, we are going to need, depending on the size of people that you're cooking with, we're going to be needing an onion, we're going to need garlic, margarine or butter, cooking oil, spices, your soups, mushroom soup, very, very important mushroom soup, milk, salt and pepper, linguine pasta or spaghetti can do, and your chicken breast for this particular recipe. So guys, in this particular video, I'm just cooking for myself, but if you're cooking for many people, obviously the amount of chicken is going to be increased. So in this video, I started marinating my chicken or seasoning it by using my Robinson spice grill mix, and I used my soup spices, and also I used sweet chili sauce. Now you can go according to the recipe that Grace did, or you can use my recipe, or you can just use whatever. The most important thing is just to season the chicken to whatever flavor you want. So if you want a lemony flavor, obviously you're going to use a lemony flavor, unless if you want a sweet chili flavor, you're going to do something similar to what I did. Otherwise, you can do it into a crumb style like Grace did, then you can follow that recipe. But right now, this is what I did. Then I let that sit a bit for quite some time and got into the recipe. Now we're coming to the cooking process. When I was making this recipe, I really enjoyed how simple and easy this recipe is. So making it's not a hassle. So you're going to boil water for your pasta, put it inside the pot, let it boil, add a bit of oil to your water so the pasta does not become sticky, and then you're gonna fry your chicken. When you're frying your chicken, please first use oil. We're gonna be using butter later on, but first when you're frying your chicken, we just wanted to have a bit of goat skin all over the chicken breast. So first fry with oil. Depending on the temperature of your pot, you're going to need to flip your chicken breast every 2 minutes just to make sure that it's cooked through. As you can see here, when I flipped mine was still a bit raw on the other side, so meaning I had to turn it back still. But you're gonna turn and turn and turn until your chicken is well cooked, and you want to make sure that it does not become dry, because if it's dry, it's not going to be that nice, but we won't die. We keep moving. So let's continue cooking. Once your chicken is fully cooked, you're going to remove it from the pan, and then you're going to add 1 full tablespoon of butter or margarine, and then you're going to add into the pot, let it melt into that flavor. Now you don't want to wash your pot, you're just going to add that butter while it has that flavor from the chicken. It's going to be great, trust me. Go with the process, trust the process. Once your butter is starting to sizzle and it's starting to melt, you can add your finely chopped or rough chopped onions, and then you're going to add 1 full tablespoon of garlic. If you're not a garlic person, you can remove the garlic and add, you can add some chili flakes just for flavor, but for this particular recipe, the garlic and the onion is the star of the show. So guys, the next step, we're going to be using mushroom powder sauce. If you do not have mushroom powder or mushroom powder sauce, please make your way to the shops. Please go buy that thing right now. This is literally the thing that's going to tie everything together. So please go make sure you get mushroom powder sauce, and then you're going to add it into the frying pan. Stir it up. Now it's gonna be a bit lumpy, but don't worry about that. This is when the milk comes in. If you have fresh cream, you can use it, but if you do not have it, we're not going to die. It's not the end of the world. We're gonna use our milk. Now I used milk in the video and everything came out delicious, you know. So let's continue. You're gonna add your milk. Now for this particular recipe, like I said, I'm cooking for myself, so the measurements are not gonna be the same, but this whole part you have to eyeball it. The whole point of this, it needs to be runny, nice and smooth, because it does end up becoming stiff if you leave it for too long. So make sure you have enough milk and water if you feel like you're going to be using too much milk. Okay, after adding your milk, you're going to add your green herbs, so meaning your parsley or your mixed herbs, whatever that you have at home. And then you're going to allow that to rest or to cook some more, and then you're going to move on to your pasta. Your pasta should be done cooking by now, and if it's not done cooking and it's a bit sticky, you may add oil to the pasta, but just make sure that it's fully cooked at the end. Once it's fully cooked and you've done rinsing your pasta, you may now add it to the sauce. But listen carefully, now this sauce part, the sauce needs to be runny. If it's not runny, it's going to be hardened, and when you add your pasta, it's going to create lumps, and you don't want that messy nonsense. So if it's already hard, you can add a few drops of hot water or milk to make it nice and loose, and then you can add your pasta. So once you've added your pasta, you're going to mix and mix and mix. The sauce should be nice and runny and bubbling at the same time. So make sure that before you add your pasta, the sauce must be nice and smooth. Otherwise, there will be lumps everywhere and you're not going to enjoy the meal. After stirring and stirring and stirring, I finally was happy with my pasta and how it looked. So I decided to move on to my chicken breast. Now with the chicken breast, you can either slice it thin or thick or however you want it to be, or you can make it into cubes if you want to. In my case, I decided to make them into medium-sized slices. And then from what I've seen from the TikTok video or from the Instagram video, is that people normally first plate the pasta and then they place the chicken breast on top. So that is what I'm going to do right now. So you can plate it however you want. Now, most people would have just cut the chicken and mixed the pasta all together. You can do that if you want to, but for people that just want to enjoy the chicken breast alone, this is ideal for them. So yeah, I hope you guys have followed the instructions and have managed to execute this delicious meal. It is really simple, quite quick and affordable. I'm sure everybody at home can make this. This is budget friendly, very delicious, you know, and very wholesome. So do try this out. Let me know what you guys think. You know, it could be a cute date night meal, or you know, just you and your girlfriends. Anything floats your boat with a glass of wine, of course. Wine is salamaraw, guys, you know that already. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed another video of Moments with Clockwork, trying out new recipes, and I'll catch you guys in my next upcoming video. And if you want to watch more of my personal life, go and check out my personal channel called Sassy Lelo, and I'll catch you guys there. Mwah!